team can breathe like a sigh of relief, and then they can do their thing. When it's the other way around, she wants to distribute. She's too unselfish.
Yeah.
They need her to be a little bit more selfish. Like, she didn't have an assist in that game, and Gino Auriemma was thrilled. He wants her to shoot the ball.
Back-to-back 30-point games for Paige Bueckers in these last two. All right, so needing Paige to take over more is one thing. What else do you want to see from the Huskies tonight to lead into March postseason play?
Well, once she does her thing, everyone else, all they have to do is do their thing, right? Aaliyah Edwards, obviously, the two of them are unbelievable. And they score, and they're effective, and they play so well together. She rebounds. Aaliyah does everything. But everybody else, they just have to do their role. Just, 10, 12. They don't have to do anything crazy. Just play good defense, score when you're open, be aggressive, and as we're going to look a lot for it tonight, as we saw it shoot around, see how hard they cut.
Yes. Final rehearsal before postseason play coming up here tonight from Providence. Our starting lineups presented by Subaru of New England. Uconn starting lineup headlined by the three seniors who have played in and started every game this season. For the homestanding Providence team, only two players have been in every game this season. No one has started every game this season. It's been that kind of year for their first-year head coach, Aaron Bath. So, Uconn in the national flag blue road uniforms, Providence in the home whites. Alumni Hall seating just under 2,000 people. It's going to be pretty full tonight as the road show for Uconn is underway.
I'm really curious to see Uconn's offense if they cut hard. Nice cut there by Bueckers.
And the first bucket of the night goes to Paige. So for Providence, a defensive-focused team, scoring has been kind of an issue for them, particularly from three. There's Emily Archibald, wide left. And rebound will get tapped. 31, Olivia Olsen is their big and their leader in just about everything. Keep an eye on her. There's a deflected ball, and here come the Huskies. Ashlyn Shade. No. Edwards with a rebound. Kicks it out. 0 for 2 on that possession.
I don't know why Edwards didn't shoot the ball. She worked so hard to get the offensive rebound, put it back up.
No call there. Arnold almost gets the steal. Edwards tried to get the charge, didn't get it. They didn't call a block either. There's Grace Ifosa, one of the seniors just honored in pregame ceremonies for Providence. Mule driving, kicking.
I thought Mule could have shot that ball
right.
as well.
I thought she was going to take that one all the way to the rim. Bueckers for three. Yes! 5 points for Uconn, all 5 for number 5. In the game in January at Connecticut, Uconn raced out to a 10-0 lead before blowing the Friars away by 44. And off to a 5-0 start in this one. Here's Olivia Olsen, double team. Good ball movement, Ifosa with a rainbow three.
What a good extra pass there by Archibald.
So Providence on the board. And a 2-point Uconn advantage. Mule working the Edwards screen. Edwards rolls, and a nice pass over to KK Arnold, who gets the three.
It's an important shot for KK Arnold to knock down. She needs to knock down those threes to open up the lane inside for Edwards.
So Mika Mule already with 3 assists on the night. Arnold almost gets a steal. This is the freshman Kendall Eddy handling the ball for Providence. Now Olsen, the quick spin, and she'll draw a foul. So Gino Auriemma, in his 39th year at Uconn, Providence a conference opponent for much of that time. And Gino looking for career win number 1,206 tonight against the 161 losses. Aaron Bath, in her first year as the head coach at Providence, was an assistant at Michigan, at North Carolina State, and here leading Providence in her first head coaching role.
One of the most charismatic people we've ever talked to, just a great person. She's going to have great success here.
She will recruit. So here's Olivia Olsen, the junior from the Albany area. Providence leader in about everything. And gets the free throw to go. Uconn quickly with pace. The Bueckers in the corner. No. Edwards. collision there, looking for the rebound, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul on the floor, and that is going to be on Providence. So our keys to the game, presented by Nissan. Aaliyah Edwards has been a key to almost every game this season for Uconn.
She's been spectacular. I mean, particularly of late, 9 of 11 games. She's just been, double-doubles. I mean, she's unstoppable in the lane, as you see there. Just so tough and so composed and so efficient.
If she doesn't get nominated as an All-American this year, I will be sorely disappointed. Shot from the corner is good from Kendall Eddy, the freshman from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Arnold drives the paint, almost threw it away. There's Beckers. No. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Providence, and it'll be Uconn basketball.
When KK rushed into the lane, part of what she's got to figure out, and Gino wants her to figure out, is when to shoot and when to pass. I think she could have shot that ball.
Arnold had a terrific game against Providence the first time around, 16 points in that one. That was kind of a wild effort at the rim. And it's a 2-point Uconn lead. Here come the Friars. Ibosa pulls up. Got it. Tie ball game. Much better start for Providence in this one than in Hartford.
Well, this team has improved. Erin Bath and her staff have really gotten this team to improve this season.
First miss. Quickly down the other end of the floor. Archibald tied up on the defensive end by Beckers.
What a play by Beckers. She missed the layup on the other end and then hustled back and then wisely went in there and just grabbed the ball. She's already got 1 foul. That would have been 2. She was on the bench in the Villanova game on Wednesday with 4 fouls in that third quarter. She's got to watch it.
There's been Farrell, no. And Arnold with the rebound, and Uconn pushes the pace. Edwards, yes. An area of her game that has really been valuable for Uconn this year.
She's been so consistent from the 15, 17-foot range.
It's kind of funny in shoot-around this morning. At one point, Aaliyah was standing outside the three-point line, like well outside it. Gino said, hey, you want to shoot us in there? Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Farrell hits the bottom of the backboard going up. And an empty possession for Providence. Now, mind you, I say that, of course, completely in jest. Aaliyah has attempted 3 three-point shots this year in total.
But I could see it on the next level when she goes to the WNBA. She will absolutely be a three-point shooter. There's nothing that young lady can't do.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Uconn basketball. So 2-point Husky lead. Uconn 5 of 11 from the floor so far. That's only 33%. Huskies are a 50% shooting team this season. There is a soft inbound pass stolen by Ibosa. And she missed the layup, and Beckers gets the rebound. Ibosa knocks it away from Beckers. Gracie Ibosa, number 2 for Providence on her senior night. Looking to show out against Uconn. Drives, no.
Beckers got lucky they didn't call a foul on her on that play.
Beckers to Edwards. Gets fouled. Which leads us to a timeout just past the midway point of quarter number 1 in a briskly paced film. All right, Chelsea.
Thank you so much, Alan. I spoke to Aaliyah Edwards at shoot-around today, and I asked her what she's most confident in this team at this point in the year. And she said it's our defense. She said we're trying to stay disciplined in what Coach Gino Auriemma wants us to do defensively, and she believes that if they can focus on what they need to do on the defensive end, then good things will happen. Gino Auriemma said that their performance against Villanova on Wednesday was their best defensive performance of the season. They hope to replicate that in this one, Alan.
Yeah, and they're going to need it because Providence has come out with a little bit of fire in this one. This is certainly a more confident Friar team than we saw back on January 10th in Hartford. And now here's a very confident Aaliyah Edwards stepping to the free throw line.
Well, she has earned her confidence with just consistent play over a long period of time. But as you mentioned about Providence, Gino Auriemma knows that this team is a better Providence team than the one he faced back in January.
And this has been a tough place the last couple of years when Uconn has come to play at Alumni Hall. It has been a tough one. Here's Sarah Bandoma, 23 into the ball game. Only Rhode Island player on the Providence roster. She is 6'3". Matched up here against the 6'3" Edwards, who gets the block. Mule picks up the rebound.
Yeah, terrific defense there by Edwards, but good team defense by Uconn to come up with that loose ball.
Yeah, Arnold was in there, Mule was in there. Mika came away with the basketball. Beckers with a nice give and go with Edwards, and the shot doesn't go, but there'll be a whistle. It's kind of a late whistle.
Very late.
Call the foul on Bryn Farrell, her second.
Terrific give and go. Nice help defense. Coming over from the weak side. Her body did hit Beckers. She was trying to avoid the contact. And you saw she made Beckers kind of spin in the air.
So Paige Beckers, this season for Uconn, 30 games played, 29 in double-digit points, 20 20-point games, and 4 30-point scoring games, including the last 2.
Those are the kinds of numbers that Gino Auriemma wants to see out of Beckers. North of 30.
And I think fair to say about Paige, took a little while to build the confidence and knock the rust off after missing almost 2 years. Aaliyah Edwards with quick hands. She'll have to slow it down and wait for help.
Nice job by the Friars to get back on defense.
Edwards looking to spin in the lane. Too strong with the left hand.
That's where she was just spinning a little too fast, but terrific move, just couldn't get it to drop.
Maya Scott lets the long one go. Huskies collide, looking for the rebound, and maybe one with a little help. It's going to be Emily Archibald, 33 for Providence, her first.
And I thought Aaliyah Edwards actually fouled KK Arnold on that play.
Watching the Huskies at shoot-around this morning, and they were working on something, and Inish Betancourt was defender, and she ran smack into us. That shot was well short. Ran smack into Aaliyah Edwards as they were working through a screen, and just came away with this big smile on her face, like, whoa, that was real.
It's not a screen I want to run into, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, again, a reminder, the already short Huskies roster is down 1 tonight. Amari DeBerry in concussion protocol, stayed back on campus. Not here tonight.
Yeah, she got hit in practice yesterday.
Edwards. Pass a little too out.
Well, Nika Mule's got to see the weak side help coming on that low side.
6-point Uconn lead. Here's Bandoma. Nice right hand flip. Doesn't go. Beckers. Wow. What a tight fit that was for that pass from Arnold.
Nice. That was a really good attack off the break by Uconn. Good decision by Arnold, and obviously a great cut by Beckers.
Raposa pulls up. No. That'll be tipped by KK Arnold.
The defense not quite set. Just what a smart cut by Beckers, recognizing the defense wasn't set. No help on that backside either.
All the players started walking back up the court, and then the official said, no, wait a minute, that's white ball. So everybody backed down for a Providence possession, 17 to shoot. Scott. Good position for the rebound by Edwards. There's Edwards again, top of the team. No, long rebound. Shade on the floor. Bodies everywhere. 3 down, 4 down. And now they'll call a tied up ball. And it'll be Uconn basketball on the alternating possession arrow. I counted 4 down.
I mean, terrific hustle by everyone on the floor. Just trying to come up with the basketball.
A lot of want to in that. So Uconn will have 29 to shoot here. And going to stop and wipe up the moisture on the floor. That's what that whistle is for. An 8-0 run here for Uconn over the last 3:43. As Providence is 0 for their last 9 shots after that initial flurry by their offense.
When we talked to Providence coach Erin Bath about Uconn's defense, and she talked about how relentless it is, and it really is so difficult to prepare for. You can try to tell your kids how good they are and watch film, but unless you experience it, it's really difficult to prepare for.
Beckers, nice kick to Mule. Got it. That's a 3 for Mika.
When we talked off the top of the show what other players have to do, Mika Mule, you got to knock down open threes.
First points of the night for Mule to go with 4 assists and a rebound. Here's Eddie again, hand in there by Arnold. Good defensive switches there by the Huskies.
Communication is the key.
Olsen over the top. Morales Romero gets the ball, and the shot clock will expire as it never touched the rim, or did it? Now the officials are going to go confer. May get a review here as to see, yeah, they're going to send the teams to their benches and review to see if that shot clock should have been reset on the shot by Olsen. That I thought went over the top of everything, but we'll see. Yeah,
it didn't hit anything.
Right. And confirmation. Shot clock violation, Uconn basketball.
Very quick. They determined pretty quickly it did not touch the rim. So that will be a shot clock violation, Uconn ball.
So an 11-0 run now by the Huskies. And about since the media timeout midway through this first quarter, Providence hasn't scored. Over their last 10. Actually, it was before the media timeout. It's been 5 minutes, 11 seconds of playing time now. And that's not going to help.
And that, you know, that's what Uconn's defense can do to you. Providence only scores 59 points a game, but Uconn just makes it so difficult to even run your offense and get a good look. Everything is contested.
Beckers almost had that knocked away. A couple of skip passes. Shade gets her shot blocked. Who's that got the hand in there? Is that Eddie? Yes. No, it was Morales Romero, 13. And Olsen working on Edwards. A whistle.
I like the aggressive move by Olsen, the 6'3" junior.
So they will call that on Edwards. Just the second foul of the ball game for Uconn. And Olivia Olsen will step to the free throw line. Second in the Big East and 32nd in the nation in blocks. She is the team leader in scoring, rebounds, blocks, and steals. When I say she's the leader in everything, she is their team leader. One of 2 there, and Bandoma gets the rebound. Bosa drives right into Edwards, but a nifty move around. Good body control there for the senior from Lawrence, Mass. So 7 points of the 13 that Providence has scored for Gracie Bosa. And we come down inside the final 10 seconds of this first quarter. Do the Huskies realize it? It's knocked away from Edwards. And they're not going to get a shot off before the quarter runs out. Gino is saying the play was being run for you, Paige, for you. And to 1, 21-13 Uconn. Man, it is raining hard, too. Coolmo's Court Vision brought to you by Yale New Haven Health, Meg.
Well, this was a really interesting play. So, sidelines out of bounds. You see Beckers is going to inbound the ball. Now, Aaliyah is very communicative with their teammates, telling them what to do. They seem to be a little bit out of sorts. Providence in a zone. Uconn never really looks to get itself going offensively in this possession. And really good help coming on that weak side by Nariah Scott. And steals the ball. Really good half-court defense there by Providence.
Some numbers from the opening period. Rebounding about even, 12-11 for Uconn. Huskies shot 41%. Providence shot 25%. Cooled off quite a bit in the second half of that opening quarter. And leading scorer for Uconn is Paige Beckers with 9. For Providence, it's Gracie Fosa with 7. So we get ready to start the second. Providence basketball. And Uconn looking to finish off an undefeated Big East season, playing at a place that's been a challenging road venue for them these last 2 years. Caden Sanders into the game. Defending Eddie there, the freshman. Here's Bandoma. Fosa drives, pulls up. No. Bandoma gets the rebound. Is that blocked by Beckers, I think?
Might have been Shade. I thought Beckers did a good job not fouling.
Fosa will hit the floor, and that is going to be trouble for Paige, who's down on her back on the floor and being called for the foul.
It looked like Paige got her leg there, her right leg.
Have a look here.
You see how her leg just got hit
Foot
there.
was under Ifosa's, it looked like, when her leg got hit. Yeah.
Her leg got bumped there, you saw. And she immediately grimaced, favored the leg. That is the knee that she injured last year.
Paige has gone to the bench. Ice Brady into the ballgame for the first time. And Caden Samuels will come up with the rebound on the missed shot. So it's Edwards, Brady, Arnold, Mule, and Samuels for the Huskies. The three from Mule doesn't go. And Olivia Olson comes up with the rebound. Olson, good defensive switch, Mule and Samuels. Arnold tries to put the trap on, and that'll cause a trap. And a Providence turnover.
Not happy about that. Not happy about the way her knee feels. And then to add insult to injury, literally, she got her second foul.
Keep an eye on that as Paige tries to walk it off. There's Brady, double team, nice kick out to Arnold. Samuels will let it fly. Doesn't go. Again, big fight for the rebound underneath. They're going to call that Providence basketball. Did they call Providence basketball? They call a foul. They call a foul on Ice Brady there. Okay. He's continuing to hope it goes away. Here's Ifosa. Still nobody scored yet in this second quarter. Shot clock at 8. Eddie steps away, lets one go, and that's going to fly out of bounds into Uconn basketball. Man, I'll tell you, KK Arnold's energy on that defensive set was great.
She's been spectacular this entire game. I mean, she is relentless on the defensive side of the floor.
All right, so with Paige on the bench, see what Uconn's offense can do here.
And Providence is going to pack it inside and make Uconn beat him from the outside.
Samuels gets called for a travel, trying to keep control of that ball through the crowd of traffic.
Gotta like the hustle of the freshman to come in and track down that offensive rebound.
Yeah. So Providence basketball, still a 21-13 score. And we played 2.5 minutes of this second quarter with neither team putting a point on the board. Arnold in the last game against Providence had 8 steals. There's one for Edwards. Good defensive retreat by Providence. She'll have to slow it down.
Nice job by the Friars to get back. That was the focus before the game, not give up transition.
Samuels, short. And Morales Romero with the rebound. This second quarter, Uconn 0 for 4 shooting. Providence 0 for 4 shooting. There's an errant pass. Easily intercepted by Aaliyah Edwards. She'll take it all the way to the rim and got it.
How often do we see Edwards steal the ball at the top of the key and run the length of the floor?
A delay of game warning on Uconn.
I mean, Edwards is just such a tremendous defender. So athletic.
I'm trying to figure out what they're whistling at here. They're trying to say that they can't sub here because I guess that's what they're saying. So Lee Edwards comes back onto the floor. Paige Beckers and Ashlyn Shade waiting to check in. And we'll take that as being very good. Here's Eddie. Cut off by Brady. And they'll say Samuels got arm there instead of ball. That'll be the first on Cadence. So now, Paige Beckers and Ashlyn Shade will come back into the ball game. Aaliyah Edwards and Nika Mule will go to the bench for a breather. And again, Beckers is playing with 2 fouls. The second picked up on the play in which she got banged up a little while ago.
You know, she's an upperclassman and a leader on this team. You have to trust her to not pick up her third.
She played a long time the other night against Villanova with 4. Shot missed. Brady gets the rebound. See if the Huskies can bring that kind of offensive tempo as the pass doesn't connect to KK Arnold. In the beginning part of the game, Uconn was, the offensive pace was big. It felt like it slowed down at the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, and I think some of it is because of Providence's defense. They did a really good job of taking Uconn out of what they wanted to do. And as we've seen Uconn get stagnant offensively, they're standing around a little bit.
Arnold tries to save the ball that went off of her and threw it into the back of the backboard, so it'll be a fresh shot clock for Providence.
And Gino tried to say to her, throw the ball back towards half court where you have a chance. I mean, the risk when you're saving the ball underneath your defensive basket is you throw it right to your opponent who shoots an open layup.
Yeah.
So throw it back towards half court, gives your team a chance to recover.
Nika Mule checks back in for Cadence Samuels. Olsen got away from Brady. Drive for Olivia Olsen. Brady sets the screen for Beckers. Pops it into Brady. Nice play.
Now, clearly, Beckers could have shot that ball. Terrific pass to Brady.
The old saying, giving up a good shot for a great shot. Brady with the layup.
I still think Gino would have preferred Paige to shoot that ball.
Shot clock running down now, 7. Romero a little out of control, kicks it out to Olsen, lets the 3 fly. That's shy of the rim. And it'll be Uconn tickets on sale now at uconntickets.com. Tonight, Uconn women's basketball in Providence, up by 10 on Providence, and trying to dissect what's going well for the Huskies tonight, Meg.
Well, you know, we talk a lot about Paige being more aggressive and more selfish offensively. Now, Paige is over here. Ice Brady is here at the top of the key. Now watch as this offense progresses. Now here you see the screen there by Ice sets the screen, okay? She's starting to roll. There's a little bit of a switch defensively. Poor communication there by Providence. Really smart play by Beckers to get the ball. And as you indicated earlier, had a good shot, but passed that up for a great shot inside to Ice Brady.
See 8 assists on 9 made field goals for the Huskies tonight. Paige leading scorer in the ball game with 9. Uconn shooting 33% from the floor in this quarter, and Providence only shooting 14% from the floor in this quarter. 1 of 7 for the Friars.
We'll call this a defensive battle, I guess.
You know, I think if you're Providence, it's, you know, you look at, okay, we've had our chances, but you got to shoot better than that if you want to beat Uconn. Skip pass from Mule over to Arnold into Brady. Shot clock running down. Give it to Page with 2 to shoot. Got it!
And that's what she's going to have to do. Providence's 2-3 zone has given Uconn some struggles on the offensive end.
Husky lead is at 12. The largest of the game. Brady gets in there, and there's going to be a foul called on Mariah Scott on Providence.
Great help by
ball.
Yeah, great help by Brady.
Chelsea was listening in on that last huddle. Chelsea.
Yeah, Alan, Gino Auriemma has really been harping on his team to do a better job on the defensive end and rebounding. He said, don't stare at the ball when they shoot. You either go get it or you find a body and box out. Providence right now has 6 offensive rebounds. Uconn has just 4.
All right, Chelsea, thanks. See how the Huskies do on the defensive end. Right now, looking to see how they do on the offensive end. Acrobatic Beckers. Whoa. Elevates and then uses high glass. That's going to be a travel and a turnover by Providence. Watch this from Page.
And we're talking about being aggressive. And that's just her offensive ability. She can score on anybody in the country. It's just whether or not she decides to. There she said, yeah, I'm going.
Yeah. And I kind of detect after the getting knocked around, spending time on the bench, being really angry that that foul was called on her on the play she got nicked up. You might see a little chip on Page's shoulder right now on the floor. Mule to Beckers. Nice.
I would bet the coach loves that chip.
Yes. And a timeout, Providence, as Uconn is up. After back-to-back 30-point outings for Paige Beckers. We're not even at halftime yet, and she's at 15. Beckers leading the way for Uconn tonight.
She was just questioning the official about why she got called for that second foul. But here, the nice back cut, the ball fake to get the defense off their feet. You know, she could score inside, outside. And she loves the defensive part of her game as well. She just has such great court vision and such understanding of where to go and when. A great student of the game.
Starting 5 back on the floor for Uconn, including Aaliyah Edwards, calling out for some defensive help. Shot misses. Mule tips the rebound, and Arnold comes and gets it. Aaliyah ahead of the pack.
Give a lot of credit to Arnold for coming down and grabbing that rebound. And then Edwards again runs the floor so well.
Aaliyah into double figures, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Arnold on Eddie. Olsen comes over for some help. Edwards will get the foul drawn as Olivia Olsen got that arm stuck out, and Aaliyah went with it.
So let's see here.
Watch
she catches the ball. She did lower the shoulder a little bit. I have a feeling, though, that Aaliyah Edwards maybe helped her a little bit.
It's a physical game.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a flop.
Nope.
There was definitely contact, but it's unfortunate for Providence because now Olsen's on the bench with 2.
She's got 2 fouls, and again, their team leader in everything. So Sarah Bandoma, 23, back into the ball game, and that big spot for Providence is guarding Edwards here. Edwards sees an opening, takes it all the way in. No, gets her own miss and has it knocked away. Also on the floor for Providence, the 6'1 freshman from Lithuania, Uconn, wearing number 10. We'll call that foul on Edwards, who completely disagrees with that call.
Let's take a look. Good footwork. She's saying it's the same thing down there.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to me down there. And for Aaliyah Edwards to say something,
that's right.
It's got to be pretty bad, because there's no one who has better composure than Aaliyah Edwards.
So here's Johnston, Rhode Island. Sarah Bandoma shooting free throws. Coming up, Gary Apple and Kara Walters have all the first half highlights and analysis. The Uconn women's basketball halftime show on the way, presented by Dunkin'. So Bandoma, who began her collegiate career at St. Francis in Brooklyn, and when that program shut down, came back home to Rhode Island. 1 of 2 from the free throw stripe. Becker sees space and gets the points. 17 for Paige Beckers. Has outscored Providence, their entire squad. Paige 17, Providence 16.
And this is exactly what we're talking about Paige being more aggressive offensively. This is what Uconn needs her to do, score like that.
Shot clock to single digits. Farrell defended by Arnold. Eddie will let one go from long range. No, and Edwards gets the rebound for Uconn. Paige got blocked on the side of the head.
I think by her own teammate.
I was thinking that might have been a friendly one. Arnold. No, body's on the floor. Edwards hits. That was Shea that hit on cutting Arnold, while Edwards is slow to get up.
Edwards takes a beating in there.
Here is Sertoteta. Back to Farrell as we're under 30 seconds to go in this opening half here in Providence. Farrell inside. Sertoteta can't get it to go over Edwards, and Uconn will have a chance to close out this quarter with the final shot.
Smart defense there by Edwards to not pick up a foul. She just had hands up. Didn't come down to try to block it.
Arnold, too strong, and that is going to be how the second quarter expires. Uconn, though, goes on a 14-1 run over the final 5.5 minutes of this second quarter. And Paige Beckers heads to the locker room, having already put 17 on the board. It's 37-16 for Uconn as they head.
How do you feel like she's doing offensively tonight?
Well, I think you answered it. You know, when Paige gets it going like that, we have to keep going to her, you know, and, you know, she's being super aggressive, and like every other team in our league, you know, they make it tough. You know, they're going to give you outside shots, and Paige is going to take advantage of it, and she's moving really well without the ball, and just needs some help from some of these other guys to make a shot, right? I mean, she's not going to be able to do it by herself. I mean, her and Aaliyah are killing themselves out there, and these other guys are going to have to do a little bit more.
All right, Coach, thanks.
Paige and Aaliyah with 27 points combined. Everybody else on Uconn with 10. At halftime, Uconn with a big lead on Providence, 37-16. Gary on the bench came back into the ball game and really does appear to be playing with a chip on her shoulder after that, and has been no worse for wear, with 17 points to lead all scorers in the ball game.
There were a lot of people gasping, including that guy, I'm sure,
yeah,
when she went down and grabbed her right leg, which is the knee that got injured to make her miss last year.
Errant pass to start this third quarter for Uconn. Providence will get the first crack at points. Eddie inside to Bandoma. Double team comes. Nice kick out to Eddie for the corner three. No. And it'll be an offensive rebound for Providence. Chelsea talked with Providence head coach Aaron Bath. Chelsea, what'd you say?
Yeah, Alan, Coach Batts said that she thought that her team did a pretty good job at being disruptive on defense. As far as their offensive game, she said that they just need to get back to the fundamentals, shorten the passing distance, and they need to attack more offensively and protect the ball. She hopes that they can make those adjustments in the second half.
All right, Chelsea, thanks. Erin Bath in her first year here as the head coach in Providence. Just talking about how, you know, okay, my first year as head coach, and I have to coach against Gino Oriema twice, maybe 3 times, because Uconn's first round game in the Big East tournament is going to be the winner of Providence and Butler. That game on Friday. The winner of that plays Uconn at noon on Saturday in the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament at Mohegan Sun. There's Beckers, no. Edwards couldn't pull the rebound in with 2 hands because one of them was being tangled up.
Yeah, I thought one was being held.
So Providence scored just 3 points in the second quarter. That's going to be out of bounds off of Providence and Uconn basketball. 3 points in the second quarter, and Providence shooting in that period just 1 of 10. It's not that they haven't had their opportunities, but Uconn's defense has really been aggressive tonight.
Yeah, Uconn's defense is always disruptive and difficult. Now, Providence did miss some layups, but they also went against a buzzsaw in that first half.
Yeah. And there is Page to Aaliyah. Edwards really working hard to get that bucket for Uconn. Edwards up to now, I believe she's got 12. There's a shot that goes from Kendall-Eddy, the freshman, and stops the slide for Providence. Arnold with space. A foul called. That is going to be, there it is on Emily Archibald.
I like this recognition by KK. Really good drive. The weak side help came late.
So Archibald with her second foul and will depart the game. And Olsen and Farrell come back into the ball game for Providence. So KK Arnold has 2.3 steals per game this season. Is that good? Yes. She is the top Big East freshman in assists and steals. She's 3rd in the Big East and 28th in the nation in steals. And she's only had 4 games all season without at least 1.
And the intangibles that she brings, the energy and the intensity and the fire that she brings, it just can't be quantified.
Yeah. Arnold with 5 points and another one. Here we go. And an end-to-end run for KK.
She is so disruptive at the top of the key, the way she defends in the passing lanes, whether she's on the ball or off the ball. She is a force.
So quick. So here's Morales Romero, defended by Shade. Now Eddy driving. Ifoso hit the side of the backboard. Slow it down. She thought Beckers was cutting through it. Beckers was going to set a screen.
Well, we talked about it earlier, and they focused on it at shoot-around. You got to go hard. Cut hard. Don't stop. Here, defensively, really good job stealing the ball and finishing on the other end.
So, Providence basketball, 42-18 Uconn lead, which is the biggest of the ball game for the Huskies at 24. That shot misses from Olsen, and a good rebound by Aaliyah Edwards, who's getting close to that territory again for a double-double. There's Shade. First points of the night for Shade.
She loves that dribble and pull-up from 10, 12 feet.
I'd like to see her in the second half of this game get, 8-10 points here to just have that confident feeling going heading into the Big East tournament, right?
Yeah, it would help her psyche a lot. I mean, the freshman puts a lot of pressure on herself. She plays a heck of a lot of minutes.
Averaging double figures in scoring, but has had her troubles in the last couple games, getting that normal number that we've come to expect from her. Here's Beckers, cut off into Edwards. Big step, blocked and fouled. They'll call a foul on Olsen. That'll be her third.
Yeah, you see the nice take. Good job knocking the ball away by Olsen. There must have been body contact that we couldn't see. Looked pretty clean.
Yeah, so that's her third, and the team leader for Providence will go to the bench, not happily. Actually, she's going behind the bench to the exercise bike to try and stay warm. So here's Aaliyah Edwards shooting free throws for Uconn. Her 100th start and 133rd career game in a Husky uniform. Only failed to be available in one game her entire career. Edwards tonight is 13.7 rebounds to this point. Mule knocks it away from McLaughlin. And ball will be on the floor, and still now finally a whistle on the alternating possession arrow.
Good active hands, pressure on the ball. Nice job by Mule knocking it away. Good hustle there by Beckers to come in, create that jump ball.
Nika Mule, two-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Will it be a third? Shot clock at 10 for Providence. Here's Sophie Hall, the freshman. Now Bella McLaughlin, the freshman. She'll fumble it away. 2 and 1. That'll be Uconn basketball. Turnovers have kind of been a problem for Providence this season, to the point that Coach Bath made a joke about it. You know how they were bakers working in the kitchen, just making turnovers. They cleaned it up a little bit coming into this game, but tonight they're up to 15 already, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter. The defensive pressure from Uconn responsible for much of that. Look at Mule. Oh, kick that outside. Beckers. No.
You know, you're never going to question passing the ball to Paige Beckers, but when you have a layup,
yeah,
shoot it.
Call that foul on KK Arnold. That'll be her first. I thought she was going to take it right to the rim. So Nika Mule closing in on another line climbed in the Uconn all-time record book for assists. She has 6 tonight. She gets 8. She'll catch Renee Montgomery, her 4th all-time. Olsen back in the ball game. Edwards backed away, and Olsen gets the bucket.
Nice strong take by Olsen.
Yes, it was. So Olivia Olsen with 7 points, 4 rebounds tonight, and 3 fouls. And she's back on the court fighting with Edwards here, and that's going to be 4. Quickly, the 4th on Olsen leads us to the media timeout halfway through the third quarter.
Uconn knows what a good shot is. She knows what a great shot is. He just wants her to take more of them. He said that he is seeing more of that in this game, Alex.
Chelsea, I just want to commend you because you were being photobombed by the Friar mascot before you went on the air to do that report. And you did a wonderful job to maintain your composure there.
Listen,
not easy.
I was trying. We're not the best of friends yet. I don't know if we'll ever get there, but
You did a great job.
thank you. Thank you.
Ganesh Betancourt into the ball game for Uconn for the first time. Paige Beckers is on the bench. Betancourt kicks it out wide to Mule. Shot clock to single digits. Mule with the running left-hander missed the rim and everything. And that is Leah Edwards, was knocked out of bounds. So this is Chelsea being counted down to go on camera with her report.
Nerves of steel.
Yeah. That was the last of her rookie season initiation, I guess. Ashlyn Shade gets blocked, and a turnover by Uconn, knocked away by Betancourt to Shade, and a bucket.
That's what Anesh Betancourt's got to come in, make something happen. Great job.
Aggressive defense, and I'd like to see her knock a shot down. A couple as well. Again, they're going to need her minutes, facing potentially 3 games in 3 days in the Big East tournament. Be a foul inside on Aaliyah Edwards.
So this is just a really heads-up play by Anesh, helped by Shade, to just be active and come in and make things happen.
So third foul for Aaliyah Edwards will send her to the bench with 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. And Ice Brady will come back into the ball game for Uconn. There's Gracie Fosa trying to make some space and misses the shot. Good save by Shade before that rolled out of bounds. So it's Mule, Arnold, Brady, Shade, and Betancourt, the 5 on the court for Uconn. Again, just joining us, Amari DeBerry not with the team tonight as Mule lets the 3 fly. That's good from Nika.
We talked about what the other kids have to do. Mule has to knock down.
Got to have some of those, right? DeBerry staying back on campus after being put in concussion protocol after some contact in practice yesterday. You know, Nika is second on the team in three-point shooting percentage. Could use more. There's short, and here comes Arnold with speed. She'll go all the way in, end to end. KK Arnold.
How about the way she stepped around that last defender? Such quickness and athleticism.
She's from Germantown, Wisconsin. Can we call it a Euro step? Alice Romero shot short, knocked by Betancourt. On the floor is Arnold. That'll be a tied-up basketball. It'll belong to Uconn. Our Take It to the Rim moment is brought to you by Duncan. Here's the aforementioned slice and dice from KK Arnold.
Great footwork to avoid the contact.
So Arnold goes to the bench for a breather with 10 points on the night. In this one, third Uconn player into double figures. Brady gets bodied by Bandoma and will draw the foul on the Providence junior. Talked about Ashlyn Shade, the freshman from Noblesville, Indiana, 5-time Big East Freshman of the Week. You look at the double-figure average in scoring, playing a ton of minutes for Uconn freshman.
I don't think she ever would have imagined coming in. She'd play 30 minutes a game and shoot almost 50% from the floor. An incredible freshman season.
And that is going to be a Providence foul on Sophie Hall as they try to dump the ball into Ice Brady. So these two freshmen, particularly Arnold and Shade, you know, you just stop and think, and Gino's used this line before, not an original one to me, as Ice Brady steps up to shoot free throws, but where would this team be without them, right? They're getting ready to finish up the Big East season undefeated. And these two freshmen we're talking about went into the starting lineup December 6th.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine where they would be without them. He doesn't want to imagine. They have really stepped up, shown great maturity and toughness. They have their moments, but you can't be prouder of those two kids, the way they've come in and risen to the challenge.
Shot by Farrell, missed.
Tough one-handed rebound by Brady.
Samuels in the ball game. That was Shade with the spinner that missed. Farrell. No. Just goes right to Nariah Scott. Inbound. Sergio Tata. Shade got knocked down to the paint. Looked up. What was that? No foul call.
Clearly the official was not looking that direction. She got knocked down pretty hard.
Took a forearm right to the chest. Chelsea, what you got?
Yeah, Alan, so Paige Beckers was asked about what she's telling the freshmen about heading into their first postseason here at Uconn. And she said she's just instilling confidence in them. She said she's letting them know that the heavy weight is really on the seniors to carry that load, and that all the freshmen need to do is just play hard and contribute to winning, which is what they've been doing all season, Alan.
They have played hard. You cannot have any qualms about the effort of all of the freshmen. Caden Samuels included in that. Of course, Ice Brady coming back. This is going to be a travel call on Betancourt. Ice Brady coming back after missing all of last season, so her true freshman season. And again, with the short-handed squad Uconn has, their postseason hopes rest on getting contributions out of some of these players. Timeout, Providence. Erin Bath was not happy about something and slammed her hand on the table. Got the time the first minute and a half of this timeout. They weren't sitting down. This was going on.
She was fired up with her team. Doesn't matter what the score is. She said, you got to fight. You got to be disciplined. Got to learn how to fight. I love her.
Erin Bath, former assistant to Kim Barnes-Arico at Michigan, then the prior 4 years before that, which was a year ago, was an assistant to Wes Moore at North Carolina State. And she's charismatic. She's very engaging. And right now she's not very happy.
And she's passionate.
Yes.
And, you know, she's trying to, I mean, she got brought in here for a reason.
That's right.
So she's going to recruit and bring in more players, but she's trying to teach these kids how to fight, how to compete.
That's going to be a foul on Uriah Scott as Nika Mule caught one in the jaw. Watch the arm coming around here.
Her left elbow.
All right, so they'll take a look at this to see if it rises to the occasion of an intentional foul. First look on my part, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But they'll review it. You know, and here's the other thing about both of these teams, Uconn and Providence, as we get another look at this. So that a look at what is being reviewed. I don't know that that's going to be an
yeah, and they are going to look for a potential upgrade.
So, just to finish the thought that I was saying, you know, Erin Bath also knows her team may have to play Uconn on Saturday next week. So there are a lot of messages she wants to get across and get across here now.
And it, you know, it doesn't have anything to do about this game in particular and winning or losing this contest. It's all about the way her team competes and fights and plays together. Hey, there were moments early in Gino's career in this gym where he had similar messages to his team in the first, you know, 5-6 years of his coaching stint at Uconn. So all coaches go through it, and you love to see the fire and the passion.
Meg, you were one of the foundational players of this Uconn team. You've had some of those moments here in this gym, right? Both good and bad.
Good and bad, yeah. And one thing Gino didn't have was an iPad next to his
to go look at it right away.
Yeah, to look at like Erin Bath just was.
Yeah. Yes, the band is playing the Rocky theme to answer the question asked in our headset from the production truck. Yes. All right, so as they normally do, two officials go look at it while one steps back and keeps an eye on things. Then the other official rotates in. Now they talk it over. Our officiating crew tonight is Brian Burnett, Teresa Stuck, and Corey Chambers, the three. And I still vote the way of common foul.
Same.
And Meg is going to get the verdict. And the verdict is?
Thankfully, no upgrade on the play.
After we said we don't see it that way, yeah. Okay. So it'll be Uconn basketball with 1:01 to go in this third quarter. And again, a 31-point lead for the Huskies. Looking to see if they can earn an 18th undefeated season in conference play. Mule. Feed it around the horn to Samuels, who drops the three. Little disjointed the play was at times, but it's obviously what they drew up.
But the nice part is Mule, you know, drove the ball into the lane, and then you kick it to the corner and then top of the key. That kind of ball movement is difficult for the zone to react to.
Call that one on Ashlyn Shade, her first of the ball game. So Providence will inbound the basketball with 23 to shoot. And here's Sir Tautata working on Brady. Kick to Scott. Nice fake. And a bucket. Ryan Scott, junior from Holden, Massachusetts. Scott is up to 5 points in this game. Shade, too strong. Nine to go. Fosa, no. Brady fights for the rebound, gets it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They'll not get a shot off here. And third quarter will end with the Huskies outscoring Providence 20-9 in that quarter, including this three from Caden Samuels, 57-25 after 3. Leading scorer, see points in the paint have been a big thing tonight again for Uconn. Really, this Big East season for the Huskies, they have been dominant.
You know, thanks to those two, this team has dominated, but it's, you know, we're used to seeing them win, but boy, interesting how they dominated in so many different categories.
And the average margin of victory for Uconn in Big East play this year has been 31.6 points. So we start this fourth quarter here with Alfosa driving. And Betancourt on the defense on that one. Here come the Huskies running. Get it to Betancourt. And she can't get the layup. So the Big East tournament coming up. It starts on Friday at Mohegan Sun. Top 5 teams earn the bye through the first round, which includes Uconn. They've locked in that #1 seed what, a week and a half ago. 3 games in 3 days for this Husky team.
That's going to be really tough. It's physically, it's going to be a challenge. I know it's a big concern for everyone within the program.
Again, it comes back to this group that's on the floor now. You're going to need minutes out of this group that's on the floor now to get you through those 3 games.
I mean, kids generally don't care. They want to play, but they've been playing 30 minutes a game. 3 months, and Samuel's there, call for the walk.
Yeah. So the bracket shapes up. Uconn with the 1 line on their side of the bracket will be Marquette and Villanova. So the Providence Butler winner gets Uconn. Winner of that one gets the winner of Marquette and Villanova. Creighton will be on the other side of the bracket as the 2 seed. And again at noon on Saturday will be that opening game for Uconn. Farrell did a nice job to get that back after having it knocked away. Missed again. 3rd chance points, no. And this time Brady will get the rebound and a foul called on Providence.
Brady's had some tough rebounds here.
Yeah.
Showing some strength and toughness in that low post.
Ice Brady only played 5 minutes the other night against Villanova, but she has been on the floor for 12 and counting in this one. 4 points, hasn't missed a shot. 1 of 1 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. As Ashlyn Shade comes back in, Nika Mule to the bench for Uconn. Into Brady, mismatch inside. Doesn't get the shot, gets the miss, and didn't get fouled on the way up. Over the top of everything.
Those are the plays that Brady needs to continue to work and get stronger, and she needs to finish them.
Brady and Vandomo, a real physical matchup inside right now. Long shot from outside for Marta Morales Romero, the junior from Spain. That is only the 4th made 3 of the night for Providence. Of course, Uconn's only made 5.
This hasn't been a shooting exposition.
No. It's been you said it earlier, a defensive matchup?
Defensive battle.
Yeah. And really physical under the boards. Really physical. So you got Paige and Aaliyah both on the bench. Nika as well, all 3 seniors. There's Betancourt, no. And Arnold couldn't pull out a rebound. Sophie the freshman from Minnesota. Misses the shot. Foul is going to be on Kaden Samuels, her second. These seniors getting this rest.
These are critical minutes of rest for them. May not seem it, but they need to get a break.
They don't play again until next Saturday, but you could start to see a little bit the cumulative minutes in these last couple of games adding up.
Could that play a factor into why their shooting percentage has been lower?
Yeah, sure, right? Of course.
Legs are tired. Shots are short.
Samuels chases down the ball. Nice effort to get that rebound. Yeah, I mean, you look, Uconn was one of the hottest three-point shooting teams in the country for a long time this season, and it has cooled off lately. Bettencourt. No. Tied up ball as Brady and Bandoma both don't want to let go of the basketball. Little, grudge match going on there for that. So it will be a 20-second shot clock for Uconn. They want a towel to wipe the ball, which is the momentary delay. Uconn sets the inbound play. Let's see, we've got Brady's got 4 points tonight. Samuels has 3. KK Arnold has 10 on the night. Ashlyn Shade with 4. Samuels, no. Rebound by Morales Romero. Quickly ahead to Sophie Hall, who gets the runaway basket for Providence.
Nice catch and finish by Hall.
Providence tries to put some front court pressure on. So Providence has some freshmen on the floor as well at this point in the game, trying to get their young players some experience in this. Samuels, no. Long rebound will go out of bounds. And an empty possession for Uconn, who has yet to score in this fourth quarter, and we've played almost 4 minutes. Huskies are 0 for 8 from the floor in the period and 0 for 3 from outside. Lead by 26. There's Hall again. Shot well short. Rebound tapped by Arnold, and that's going to be Uconn basketball. It went off the Providence player. That's going to be a travel and a turnover by Uconn. So let's see. 10 turnovers on the night for Uconn, 16 for Providence. And we come up on midway in the fourth quarter with Nika Mule going back to the scorer's table, ready to check in. Morales Romero with another 3. The junior from Spain. Had a career-high 24 against Villanova. About a week and a half ago, there's Ashlyn Shade, drops the 2, and gets the Huskies on the board finally in this fourth quarter.
That's a great way for Shade to get back into it offensively. She loves to take that power dribble and shoot.
So Shade is up to 6 points tonight, 3 of 8 shooting, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Morales Romero right into the paint and drops it. Now, Marta Morales Romero, the transfer from Wake Forest, having herself a fourth quarter here. 8 points. Arnold, the spin. Nice.
How about the confidence and the aggressiveness in that play?
Quick spin to the left and a little fade away. Nice touch. KK Arnold, again, 12 points. There's Bandoma on Brady. Got Brady off her feet. Missed the shot. Arnold comes in, will tie up the basketball. It'll be Providence ball after the timeout. Media timeout with 4:18 to go in the ball game. KK Arnold, really.
Body control perfect speed. 12 points, season high 7 rebounds.
Arnold on the bench for a breather as the ball inbounded by Providence here with a 20-second shot clock. Lydia Olsen, 31, back into the ball game for Providence. Nika Mule back into the ball game for Uconn. Hard fall to the floor, but she'll come away with the ball. That is a Nika Mule classic.
Yeah, we'll call that the Nika Mule special, right?
Morales Romero right to the bucket. She has been just about the offense for Providence in the last quarter and change. Brady cuts. Good ball movement and a bad pass.
Good idea offensively, just better defense.
Mule again with a hand on the ball. And it'll be tied up. That'll be Uconn basketball. We'll call this one the Nika Mule. Everything you needed to know about how she plays. Highlight.
I mean, look at the grit, the toughness. Both players dive into the floor. And a good finish by Mule.
You can tell a difference in the level of Uconn's defensive effort since she checked back into the ballgame.
The toughness and grit.
Let's give and go. Backcourt to Samuels. She can't hit the shot. Three-point shooting has not been a thing of beauty for either team tonight. A combined 10 for 44. Is it 44? Olsen misses that one. It'll be Providence basketball. 20 to shoot here for Providence. Uconn shooting 22% from three. Providence shooting 26% from three. And not a little deceiving because they had a quarter where they shot 50% from three. There's Gracie Fosa on her senior night. Charges in to try and get her own rebound.
That was just cruel. That was halfway down.
Samuels pulls up, no. And here's Fosa again. And Farrell got it. Farrell, another of the seniors honored tonight here at Alumni Hall before their final game at Providence in this building. Shade finds herself left alone as Providence tried to set up some defensive pressure.
Smart play by Shade. Uconn, the previous several possessions, struggled to score, and you could tell that Beckers and Edwards are on the bench. Yeah. Their offense is a bit stale.
Just 8 points in the quarter for Uconn after scoring 21, 16, and 20 in the prior three. Ifosa, and they'll call Shade for the foul. Well, Gary Apple and Kara Walter standing by with a full recap of tonight's game. Plus, you'll get to hear Chino Auriemma's post-game news conference on the Uconn Women's Basketball post-game show presented by your local New England Honda dealers immediately after the game. And Nika Mule heads to the bench again for Uconn. So then it's a top 16 reveal. The NCAA Tournament Committee, the selection committee for the Women's Basketball Championship, had Uconn as the number 10 overall seed. About right? Too high, too low?
I mean, they're seeded 10th right now, right?
Yep, 10th overall,
in
yes.
their ranking, yeah.
Yeah, AP and coaches polls, they're 10th, yep.
You know what, I think it's fair. It's tough for me to talk about this stuff too much ahead of time. And obviously, it's the committee that will set the NCAA tournament. So it's a little bit easier for me to digest that, but yep. I think it's fair. Listen, they got to, regardless of where they're seated, they've got to shoot the ball and play better and play a lot better than they played here tonight.
Samuels with an aggressive rebound tapped away, and the Huskies will reset it inside the final minute and a half. Well, Uconn looking at being a 3 seed or so. Wild day already in women's college basketball, right? You've got a couple of ranked teams losing already. So those rankings and settings, just everything. Time violation on Uconn. The whole seeding thing could take another big shakeup between now and Selection Sunday.
Yeah, I just know that guy will, you know, he'll just wait till the pairings come out, The bracket comes out and he'll go wherever he's told to go, and he'll get his team ready.
Big East tournament to get through first. Starting again for Uconn on Saturday at noon at Mohegan Sun. Farrell playing with a bunch of stitches over her eye after taking a shot in a game the other night, and now KK Arnold has just taken a shot in that pile. Should get called for the foul.
There's a lot of action there. It's interesting that KK Arnold got called for the foul. She took a shoulder to the mouth. She took an elbow, I thought, to the face.
And Providence coach Bath taking her seniors out of the game with 40.6 to go, getting them a final recognition here at Alumni Hall. So Gracie Fosa and bring Farrell to the bench. And 40.6 to go in the game, 22nd shot clock for Uconn. So an 18th undefeated regular season for the Huskies in conference play.
It's pretty remarkable what Gino Auriemma has been able to do for 39 years, to win 18 regular season championships and to do it undefeated. I mean, they take great pride in winning this regular season championship.
Always
that's excellence and consistency.
Yeah.
Over 3 months, 2 months.
So the season will go in the books as 18 wins against no losses in Big East play for the Huskies, and their mark will advance to 26-5 on the campaign as the regular season comes to a close, with the conference tournament and NCAA tournament play still to come. Shot clock violation with just a couple of seconds to go. Providence will inbound the basketball and wrap it up here tonight. Not sure what hold-up is. Resetting the game clock. Okay, added an extra 1 point something seconds on for them to dribble out.